Hello artists! We are going to be making an American flag, but in the style of op art. Op art, or optical art, is another word for optical illusions. An optical illusion is a trick for the eye. For example, we will be drawing our flag on flat paper, but we will be making the illusion that the flag is flapping in the wind. To do this, you are going to need white paper, a pencil to start, and I'm going to be using the side of a folder to make straight lines. You can either just draw your lines straight, or if you have a book or a ruler, you can use those items too. To begin, we are going to be drawing some diagonal straight lines across the paper, and we are going to make about 3 or 4 depending on how it fits. Taking my pencil, I am going to trace along the side of my straight edge, that means folder or ruler or book, and lightly draw those lines. I have one closer to the top here, further down here, and I'm going to do 2, checking to see how much room I have, 3, and it looks like I have just enough space for 4. Now that I've finished with my straight edge, I could put that away. The next step of our project is going to be putting the blue field or square on our flag. For this, I know it takes about halfway down the flag, so I'm going to put a curved line. The reason we're going to be using curved lines instead of straight lines for the rest of our project is mostly because it's going to help things look more realistic. When things are curved lines, it usually symbolizes a round object. With the flag waving in the wind, it creates those curves. Inside of our blue field, we are going to draw our stars. The stars are not going to all fit or be seen because of the fold, so you can put as many as you feel you need. You can draw your stars large or smaller. You could do it using the line technique, or you could do it freehand like I did. It took me quite a few tries before I learned how to make stars freehand, and even still they can be a little wonky, and that's okay. Notice I'm putting parts of stars to really trick my viewer into thinking that they're seeing just pieces of a flag. And I'm not worrying about the shape of my stars because no matter what, this project will look great anyway. Alright, I think that's enough stars for me. What I'm going to start now are the stripes. Since here I have a curved line going upward like a rainbow shape, I'm going to continue that, leaving that much space in between. On our flag, we have 13 stripes to symbolize the first original 13 colonies, but you don't have to worry about fitting all of those. If you do too many or too little, I don't think anyone's going to count. From here, we are going to continue these stripes But watch how this line is going to change. In this section, instead of making a rainbow line, we are going to make a happy curved line, like a happy smile. Same here, 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 and here. Up here, we need to finish these curved lines because you wouldn't normally see them because of the blue field. So we're just going to keep going with that same general distance or space in between. Curving up, and curving up. Now that we moved into the next section, we're going to go back to this curve. Make sure that your lines are touching so it looks like one continuous stripe. Up again. Trying to keep that spacing even. Every once in a while you might want to stop and look to make sure it looks even. Sometimes we get carried away in our drawing and aren't always paying attention to the smaller details. And there we go. This is our drawing for the first part of our project. Now, I think I'm going to trace over it in a black marker, color pencil, or crayon. That's just going to help our lines look a little bit darker. Now that I've finished tracing my project, I just want to point out a few things. First, I did not trace over the lines that we originally drew, and this is a decision I made as I was creating my art. I feel that if I don't trace them, it might help make this look extra realistic when it comes time to do it. Another thing I didn't trace was the lines that I showed you that I drew for the star when I made the lines through connecting. I did not trace all of them. I only traced the outline to make it look like a more realistic star. And lastly, what I wanted to point out is I made a mistake. And you know what? A lot of my students always get upset when something like this happens, but you don't have to worry because you'll always be able to find a way to fix it. Honestly, if I were to just take a marker and straighten it out, this will all get colored blue and a lot of that won't be seen anyway. So there's no reason to get upset or start over. Just go with the flow. Some of the best artworks have many mistakes in it, and that's because those mistakes help build something better and new. I hope you had fun for day 1 of this project. I look forward to starting day 2 with you soon. That's when we'll be adding our color and our value. See you next time.